The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday to everybody. My name is Tony Butler. I'm the Life Sales Director here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. And today I have Corey Martin with Sagicor, and we're going to talk a little bit about not only some products that Sagicor has, but also some sales ideas and concepts to help you guys grow your business. Now, before we get started in that, a couple of housekeeping items I'd like to go over. First and foremost, uh, here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we realize that referrals are a big part of your business as they are to ours. So, you as an agent, if you were to refer another agent to our marketing organization and we get them appointed with one of the carriers that we work with, we do provide you with a $50 referral bonus for doing that. Now, any subsequent business that they write with those carriers, we do give you 20 basis points um, on that business as well. So if you have any questions regarding our referral bonus, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Next, new producers. As a new producer, and I'm saying that this is someone that's been appointed within the first 180 days of being appointed, we do have three different levels bonuses that we do provide. This is paid premium, so if you were to get 100,000 in paid premium that first 180 days, you can choose between a $750 cash bonus, a 2-year producer website, or an iPad. If you want to bypass that $100,000 level and go to $300,000 level, we do have a Social Security program and a 3,000 piece mailing that you can get, or you can get $2,000 in marketing reimbursement dollars, or you can get a $1,500 Visa gift card. Now, if you think you're going to write a ton of business and you want to bypass those two levels and shoot for the $500,000 level, you can get either a 5,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Matt Gill, who's one of our top producers, or a 4,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Dave Pimper, who's also one of our top producing agents. You can bypass those two things if you want to treat yourself to a nice little vacation. We do offer a Ritz-Carlton travel package. So if you have any questions in regards to our new producer builders program, please give me a call. Next, here at IMES, we do have back office support for you. Our motto is we like to help you work smarter, not harder. So we offer paperless contracting available to you, top sales expertise coaching, case designs, business building resource tools. We do offer forms at your fingertips on our website. We also have a creative marketing solutions department. That department is headed up by Jacob Tedlock, and he also has two other design individuals in his office. That is going to be Aaron and Sean. What they can help you do is they can help you build your business in one of three ways, whether it's turnkey solutions for handouts, flyers, newsletters, or postcards, agency solutions as far as getting a logo design, redesigning your existing logo, helping you with business cards or brochures, or digital solutions, helping you with online marketing projects. If you want to get into the digital space, they can help you with personal website design, email marketing consulting, social media consulting. So if any of that does interest you, please give us a call, ask to speak to either Jacob, Aaron, or Sean. They'll be more than happy to provide additional information to you on that. Our website is 24/7 website. We have excellent sales tools. For you life agents, you have the ability to run term and guaranteed universal life quote comparisons on the website. We do offer other information available to you, such as forms. If you are a long-term care producer, we do have a product grid for that. We do have a product grid for annuities as well as single premium life. Our website is www.imz.com. If you need help or assistance in navigating through the website, I would be more than happy to walk you through that process. So please feel free to give me a call. We also provide you with a retirement analyzer. The retirement analyzer is available to you on a 30-day free trial basis. And what that retirement analyzer does is it helps you as an agent answer some questions from your clients, such as, can I continue my present standard of living into my retirement years? When can I retire without running out of money? How would it affect my family if I were to die prematurely? Um, we do, like I said, offer this on a 30-day free trial basis. After that, there is a subsequent cost for that. However, if you are a $250,000 in production annuity producer or 250,000 single premium life, that is still offered to you free of charge. If you have specific questions regarding the analyzer, Marcus Solar, who is one of our annuity sales directors, he'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have regarding that. We also have an IAMS wealth management team. Wealth management team is designed to help you grow your business. It can help you increase your revenue, improve client retention, strengthen client relationships. That department is headed up by Charles Jr., Mike Hanson, and Joan Wallace also are a part of the wealth management team. So if this interests you as far as growing your business and you need some tips on how to do that, please feel free to give either Mike, Joan, or Charles Jr. a call. Now, if you're familiar with Dimes, you know that we do a Life and Annuity Academy. We try to do this at least once a month. It's a 2-day training. It's paid for by IAMS, so we pay for your travel, we pay for your lodging, we pay for your meals. And what this Life and Annuity Academy is we go over different sales ideas and strategies. We have some of our top producers talk about sales ideas and things that have worked. We talk about business insurance concepts. Some of the time we do partner with one of our core carriers and we go over some of their product information and things of that nature. So if you want additional information or you're interested in our Life and Annuity Academy, by the way, we just had one a couple of weeks back here with Athene in Des Moines. I haven't gotten a date on when the new academy is going to be available, but when it is, we'll definitely provide that information out to you. But if you are interested in the Annuity Academy, I do have a polling question that I'm going to put up here. If you could just answer that real quick, I'll make sure to get that information out to you. And I'll leave this up here for a few seconds to make sure everybody has time to vote on whether or not they would like to get additional information. And I will make sure that you do get that information. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. All right, next. We have for 2020 the IAMS Theme Marketing Summit. That's a producer social and educational event. It's going to take place August 26th through the 29th in 2020. The invitational period is from July 1st of 2019 through June 30th of 2020. It's going to be in Santa Maria. So if you want more details on this, please give us a call and we'll make sure to get those details out to you. We also have a Producers Escape trip that's planned for 2021. Qualification periods on that is July 1st this year through December 31st of 2020. Location information will be coming out soon. Once we finalize on where that location is going to be, we'll make sure to provide that information out to you. And with that, I now have Corey, who is going to talk to you about Sagicor and some products that they offer, as well as some sales ideas to help you grow your business. So Corey, you still there?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me change you over to the presenter.
The baton is being passed.
And baton has been passed. So, got it?
There we go.
All right, perfect.
Can you see me okay?
Yes, I can.
Outstanding. Well, Tony, thank you for that introduction. We certainly appreciate our partnership with the IAMS Group, and I'm thrilled we get to talk to you this morning. So my name's Corey Martin. I'm the regional sales manager or sales director down here in Dallas, Texas. I'm new to Sagicor. I've been with the company about 7-8 months now, but I've been in the industry for about 22 years. So I've been around. I've seen a little bit. I've done a little bit, and I hope to pass along some of what I've learned, not only as a field agent and a field vice president, but as an insurance believer. And again, this industry has provided me a lot of opportunity, and I'm thankful for that. But anyway, I'm hopeful that I can introduce to you not only Sagicor, but my objective is to introduce what makes us unique. And really what makes us unique is our process. Our process of submitting business, our process of underwriting business, our process of getting you paid quicker. Not only that, providing you some industry-leading products, very competitively priced products, but as Tony has grown to learn, and hopefully that by the end of the conversation, we all sell products, and we all have to have products, and why our products are pertinent for today's consumer. I'd like to share that with you, but I want to make sure you understand why Sagicor, why now, why our products, why our process. We believe that utilizing Sagicor and our process will help you engage with more people, solve more problems, help more people, and at the end of the day, make more money for you and your family. That's really our objective. So near the end of the presentation today, I'd like to share with you some pertinent sales ideas, some concepts, some door openers, some conversation starters that will tie back to our product and our offering. So that's really what I'd like to try to accomplish this morning. So having said that, I was not looking for a change in what I was doing in my career path in October of last year. When I was approached about Sagicor, maybe you all have the same questions. If you're not familiar with Sagicor, is Saja who? That was my first question. Having been in the business this long, I was surprised that I had not heard of Sagicor. So if you haven't, we're a 180-year-old insurance company that's based basically in the islands. If you look for blue chip life insurance companies in the islands, Barbados, down near Aruba, anywhere in the Caribbean, you'll see Sagicor on every building in the islands, Bermuda, wherever. Now you're probably not looking at corporate buildings when you're headed to the islands. You probably want to stick your toes in the sand and enjoy your time. But I mentioned that from the standpoint of, boy, who is this company? Are they new? Are they new to the industry? We are absolutely not. We've been in the U.S. Our U.S. operations have been active for about 11 years now, and we have a very growing presence in the industry. But you certainly will not see your competitors. Not everybody's got a Sagicor contract, and that's a good thing for all of us. So our products at a glance, what on the right-hand side of the screen, the highlighted in green are all of our annuity products. You may or may not know us as an annuity company, but we are a choice of many a producer across the country in the annuity side of things. But what I'd like to spend my time on and your time on today is the left-hand side of the screen, what makes us unique in the life insurance space specifically, and why you'll want to know the name Sagicor moving forward. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. The one thing that I ask producers across the country invariably on a large scale basis, but yeah, Corey, I use a company that right now is accelerated. Their application process is accelerated. So this is the question I ask. Are they really accelerated? So when you ask an agent to kind of evaluate what he or she is doing, that can sometimes be a little challenging, but I challenge you and ask you, is the process you're using really accelerated? When you look at what Sagicor does in the space, we will not conduct a telephone interview ever. And in my experience, the telephone interview process is a time bomb waiting to go off. If your client is not engaged with the telephone interview, I've seen cases extended out 2, 3, 4 months for a simple telephone interview. Well, with us, you don't have that issue. You don't have that challenge. You're also not going to get a request for a paramed. So think about the time savings for not having to order a paramed exam. Not ordering a paramed and not ordering the telephone interview will speed the process up dramatically. Right now, under our accelerating process, Sagicor is running 80% of our applications, 80%, ready to issue and ready to go in 5 days or less. That is an industry standard that we are setting that I don't believe anybody can touch. And on top of that, there is the opportunity for you to get a decision in as little as 2 minutes. So I'll explain exactly how we're doing that and how we're gathering that information to not have to put your client through the exacerbated process of a telephone interview, a paramed exam. We're avoiding that by utilizing this process. We also have policy e-delivery available, so literally it can be an end-to-end digital process where you don't have to be in the same room as the client. You can be if you choose, but you don't have to be. You can actually do this virtually. So this just in a snapshot, and I've got this piece in a PDF format if you'd like to see it. It's just a nice snapshot of on our term product, our IUL, our no-lapse UL, what the parameters are of the face amounts that we allow, and on term insurance up to age 45, $1 million of coverage is available with no paramed and no TIR. That is so we've got a lot of flexibility of what you can do 10, 15, or 20-year term under these limits right here. So our Sage IUL is $1 million of coverage, is ready to go up to age 50, most of the time within 5 days. So I would challenge your current company to provide you with detail of that kind of turnaround time. So how do we do it? What are the nuts and bolts? And again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I do want to make sure that you understand as a producer in the field, there are just a couple of ways that an insurance company gathers detail from your client to make good decisions, because I believe we can all make good decisions if we get good information. So the good information is off of our e-application. So once you hit submit on an application that you've taken the time to put the detail up for us and give us everything that we need, which is including, social security numbers, current driver's license addresses, and I'll touch on that in just a minute, why that's important. But the detail that we pull is from script check, MIB, MVR. We use ID Verify, which is important from the standpoint of ID Verify will usually verify the address of your client on their driver's license. So when it comes to some of these accelerated platforms, the driver's license is very important because that again ties the whole process together. LexisNexis is used by a lot of carriers now as kind of a predictor of persistency, credit history, things of that nature. We're able to run all of that behind the scenes once you hit submit on an electronic application, which allows us the opportunity, in some cases, about 30% of the time, to get you an approval in 2 minutes or less. So it doesn't require you to be face-to-face with the insured. So think about across state lines, clients in other states or other venues, being able to engage with them on a regular basis, and again, having the detail and having the company in place to do that. Now, if you're in person, you can use a tablet at point of sale to capture signatures. You can use an e-sign on your laptop or via client email, so you've got options if you're in person. If it's via the telephone, you can electronically sign via email. So it makes it a very simple end-to-end process. And to even make it quicker, the initial premium will take up to $2,500 of initial premium to get that case placed even quicker. So again, I think you'll see the benefit of working with Sagicor is we really do understand that, you know, where the rubber meets the road is making good decisions with good, timely information. So a little bit about the LexisNexis risk classification. I don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time, but again, this will provide us a lot of good behind the scenes detail of why we can make decisions this quickly across all of our rate classifications. So again, some companies, when they're talking about accelerated underwriting, are utilizing one rate class, maybe two rate classes. We use all of our rate classes. So you've got everything available from Preferred Plus all the way through Table 8. So wherever your client falls within that within those parameters, we'll issue it, as opposed to grouping that risk together. I put this up on the screen because I found this to be a pretty compelling statement in regards to other companies really being simplified but requiring a physical exam. Over half of people that were potential life insurance buyers would be more likely to have a conversation with you if they didn't have to go through a physical exam. And this comes directly from LIMRA and their Facts About Life 2018. So that speaks to really having a product, a process, a company like Sagicor in your back pocket. So as you can see here, these are the risk classifications, and I put this up there just from the standpoint of knowing what's available and really kind of backing up what I just told you a few minutes ago about not grouping together risk classes. We have all of your traditional risk classes available, all the way from Preferred Plus through Rated 2. So one of three things is going to happen when you hit submit on an e-application for Sagicor. You're going to get approved as applied for. Your client's going to be approved as applied for. It's going to be declined for whatever particular reason, and we'll communicate that with you. Or it'll be referred to an underwriter, which basically means that we just want an underwriter to touch that case. Maybe something came up in the process of our algorithm search, whatever the case might be. It's automated. The underwriting process is automated until it's referred to an underwriter, and then the underwriter will reach out to you. They'll ask you, perhaps want to verify a question, want to verify from some information, but we come to you, whereas most companies will try to engage the client, and if they haven't been prepared properly, I think you understand where that particular instance goes when you try to engage somebody in a telephone interview that's not prepared. What's unique about our 10, 15, 20-year term? It is convertible for the first 5 years with a conversion credit. So we will credit the last 12 months of premium to a new policy, anything permanent that we've got within the first 5 years, but it is convertible for 20 years or age 70, whichever comes first. So again, compelling reasons to be able to offer inexpensive term with convertibility privileges, as well as nursing home benefit that is attached to our term products without additional underwriting, without any additional cost. So again, nice living benefits attached to these term policies at a very reasonable cost for your client. Our no-lapse UL, we are becoming more and more known as a no-lapse UL carrier, and as a matter of fact, you'll begin to see us more often in the single premium and continuous pay space up to age 65, we will take $400,000 of death benefit under our accelerated process. So this allows you a high degree of flexibility, again, at our best class. With our Sage, with the no lapse UL, it does have our chronic illness attached to it, which the trigger is 2 of 6 ADLs. The chronic illness benefit is engaged. In our illustrations, as a matter of fact, it will give you the detail of the monthly benefit that's available at any particular age classification. So you'll have that included on our illustration software. Again, e-application, accelerated underwriting, very competitive from a life pay up to age 121. We sell a tremendous amount of this contract in a single pay, perhaps in a 1035 exchange scenario. If you've got somebody that's got an old VUL, that's got an old UL that's dying, this can be an opportunity to utilize what's left in that policy and maximize the death benefit on a single pay basis. So again, very competitively priced and all asset and underwriting classes available. We also are becoming more known in the space, in the life insurance space, for our Sage IUL, designed for accumulation. If you are positioning insurance, specifically IUL, as an alternative asset class, perhaps well overfunded, this is a product that you should be engaged with and should be interested in based on a couple of factors, including issue ages up to 85, all of our underwriting classes available. But what I want to make sure that you understand about this particular contract, it's being sold in an overfunded space because the target premium is very high. I've got as a matter of fact, I have a PDF of this that will show you where we compete in the marketplace. But I would encourage you, if you're looking or selling at target premium or overfunded at above target, you want to sell a contract that's got a very high target premium at whatever death benefit we associate that with. So overfunded IUL is becoming more of a factor for us because of those high targets. Let us show you how on your next illustration. As a matter of fact, we have an interest credit bonus of 50 basis points. So zero is your hero. However, with us on our IUL, after year 11 moving forward, 50 bips is your hero. So you've got a 50 basis point interest credit that will show up in year 11 moving forward. So if it's a long-term play, ours is definitely a contract you should be looking at. Very simplistic in that it doesn't include any multipliers, no additional hard to understand or challenging to describe bonuses. Ours is a very straightforward accumulation vehicle. Overloan protection included, which again, if you're selling as an alternative income stream, as a tax advantage retirement tool, perhaps is a very important benefit to offer. And again, it's offered on our contract at no additional cost. So what makes us extremely unique as we look at the 3 interest crediting options, I've got an S&P cap of 12, which is very much where the industry is now. But what I'd like to introduce and make sure that you're aware of is our industry-leading global multi-index. So we call it our GMI. What the global multi-index is unique for is on cash accumulation. The S&P has been there's been some volatility in the S&P, but my global multi-index has 50% of each dollar is allocated to the S&P. 30% of each dollar is allocated to the Euro Stock 50, and 20% of each dollar is allocated to the Hang Seng. So you've got 3 of the largest global economies that are represented, and I guess the best analogy that I can use is that I'm not a mountain climber, but if I were a mountain climber attempting Everest, I'd want to be tied to that mountain with 3 cables as opposed to 1. That's the best analogy that I can make, the S&P standalone being the 1 cable. three ropes being the global multi-index. So that's the best analogy that I can use if you're engaging with your clients on accumulation opportunities. Fixed and variable loans, whichever you prefer, but this is a contract that if you're offering UL to your clients, IUL, this is a contract that you need to be aware of, and I hope you'll take a look at and let us run some scenarios for you. I'm also becoming more well-known in the single premium allocation space. So this Sagicor and FSBL is what we call our fixed index single premium whole life contract. So it's an alternative asset class play. For example, we're taking a lot of money from CDs, money that I guess would be considered lazy money on the sidelines. This is an opportunity to present a contract that is issued up to age 85, is available at standard non-tobacco and tobacco rates. What's unique is highlighted in red, you've got a 10% bump day one that's available in this contract. So you can take $100,000 out of a CD, transfer it into a FSBL, and basically have that value of $110,000 on day one. Now, you've also got a return of premium guarantee from day one. I don't know too many contracts in the market that offer those specific bonuses and that offer those contractual guarantees. But also, you talk about multitasking products, this also has our single premium whole life has the accelerated benefit available on it as well, the chronic illness. So 2 of 6 ADLs is the trigger. So basically, you've got a 10% bonus, you've got return of premium day one, you've got a magnified death benefit that is tax-free to those beneficiaries, but you've also got the access and control of having that chronic benefit attached to those policies as well. So again, a compelling reason and a good story to tell if you're out prospecting on a regular basis and happen to run into dollars that are lazy on the sidelines. And we'll talk through that here in a minute as we get to the fun part, which is ways to engage your client on a sales basis, door opening scenarios, sales ideas and concepts. We'll talk through how you can position some of this. So, but again, a contract that we're becoming well known for here with the crediting options again of the upside of the global multi-index and then the downside protection of the guaranteed return of premium from day one. So very compelling stuff. So another question I'm asked is, you know what, Corey, I like the thought of putting my client in a less invasive situation than they're in now. But you know what, give me an idea. You're gonna charge me more for this, right? My client's gonna pay more for the ease of doing business. Well, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, my fast fingers went right on past the point I tried to make was that, you know what, in this particular instance, and this case was run just this was run in July, but these rates are current today. If you look at us on this cell of a 45-year-old male, non-tobacco preferred in Florida for 20 years at a face amount of $750,000, we're number one in the cell. You can see that, again, I'm absolutely not charging your client more, quite the contrary. So all the benefits of doing business with us, all the benefits of the quick underwriting process, but allows you the opportunity to provide maximum bang for your buck with your client. So I had mentioned previously on just how competitive we are in the no lapse space. To give you an idea of what a real life scenario looks like here, this is pulled from CompuLife. As a matter of fact, our single pay for preferred and standard in this particular cell are number one. So I'm using this to kind of back up my conversation about, you know what, we don't jam your client for more dollars or provide less value for this process of being non-invasive to your client and getting quick decisions made. So what are the advantages of doing business with Sagicor? Well, we're not only getting things in and out quickly, again, alluding to the 80% of the time within 5 days or less, we're paying commissions daily. So any cases that are settled today, that are paid today, you'll get paid on today, which is, again, we're very proud of that fact in the industry. So a dedicated producer resource center, there's myself, I'm the external wholesaler that works directly with Tony and with IAMS, and we're happy to have a conversation with you on what we can do to help you. I've also got a team of individuals. Actually, we're kind of unique in that we've got an office, an administrative office in Scottsdale, Arizona, where we produce and take care of most of our production. I've got executive offices and on the East Coast as well. So we've got both time zones taken care of so that we can help you no matter what time of day it is. So we can be of service. My internal wholesaler is located in Oklahoma City. I can give you, and we'll make sure you get contact information for both me and my internal team, but Tony and his internal team will take very good care of you. And we certainly appreciate our relationship with IAMS. So again, think about more time to sell, because you're not going to be taking your time, and you won't have to worry about from anybody communicating with you about, where is this APS, where is this paramed, when is this TIR scheduled. You can take those touch points away from what you're currently doing, which will allow you to engage with more people. So with all of that being said, I'd like to spend some time now really kind of discussing why us, why Sagicor, why now? And I think right here is a pretty doggone compelling reason. So I've got, if you're not familiar with our process, and heck, even if you are familiar with our process, our term policies, our no-lapse UL, and our Sage IUL, we are providing a commission bonus to the writing agent for 15% before year end. So we want you to give us an opportunity. If you've got a case that's on your desk now that you meant to talk to Tony about, request Sagicor. Look at Sagicor, engage us, let us be that partner that helps you get those cases in, get those cases out. And as a matter of fact, we'll talk through our single premium whole life here in a minute about some ideas that I have to get you in front of more people that have that need. We're providing an extra 2% bonus on our fixed index single premium whole life now through the end of the year. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of changes in the single premium space now. So if you like some of the material, some of the ideas that we're going to be providing you on how to get in front of people that have a need for single premium life, take a look at Sagicor, because again, that group of companies that's offering single premium life is shrinking. And those that are, you're going to see tremendous changes in their portfolios moving forward. So I say that from the perspective of, let's talk about some fun stuff now, which is, you know what, this process is great, these products are great, but you know what, at the end of the day, what makes you different? Well, what makes us different is we see our role, at least I see my role, as somebody that wants to help you engage with more people. I really, really want to and feel like if we can earn your business, we can show you how to make more money, how to engage more people. And I'm always asked, you know, what sales ideas do you have? How can you help me get in front of more people? How can you help me have more favorable conversations with people I may or may not know? Well, the first question on this screen is impactful from the standpoint of whether you're engaging with a client that you've had for 10 or 15 years and you're looking at adding additional value for them, or you're at a chamber of commerce meeting somewhere and want to engage with somebody that maybe doesn't know who you are or what you do or may, but you want to try to engage them in a favorable conversation that may turn toward life insurance. Ask them the question, who handles your mortgage protection? And that's a thought-provoking question from the standpoint of, what do you think that the answer will be when you ask somebody that question? Possibly and potentially, what is that? I don't know what that is. Well, you tell me what that is. Maybe your client will turn that around and say, well, I don't know. You tell me. Aren't you handling that? Well, then that allows you, once they start inquiring a little bit, to turn the conversation around and say, well, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, mortgage protection is a specially designed life insurance contract that is designed to pay your home off if you or your wife or you or your spouse die during the course of paying your mortgage off. Do you have something like that? And invariably they'll say, yeah, I do, or maybe oh, well, then again, most of the time, 99.9% of the time, people are not going to have any idea what you're talking about. And then you can position yourself as the mortgage protection expert. That will allow you to go back and create new opportunities with current clients. It'll allow you to have door opening conversations with people that you'll engage with at maybe some of the marketing meetings that you do or anything else of that nature. It will allow you to turn the conversation around, have a productive conversation with somebody that potentially, if they're a homeowner, would have a need. If they aren't, again, if you're not asking the question, you're not going to get an answer, right? So ask the question. And once you have an engagement with a client in that particular way that may be interested in finding out more, what I suggest, because I got my start in the business some 20 plus years ago in the mortgage protection market, in the mortgage market, we were calling on new homeowners that had just bought homes and had just moved into homes and had an interest in talking with somebody about how to protect that asset. So what we learned early on is when you make that presentation or you have that conversation, make the face amount of the policy make sense. And what I mean by that is take the payoff of the home, whatever that happens to be, and make the presentation specific to that amount. And that's important for a couple of reasons. It kind of differentiates it from, oh, this is just a regular old life insurance policy. Well, sure it is. But what's different is we're making our presentation based on the mortgage amount specifically. So the mortgage amount is the key. Make the mortgage amount of the term policy, the permanent policy, whatever it is you turn to handle that conversation, make that specific to that face amount. So that a year from now, when that client pulls that policy out, or whatever the case might be, they have that declaration page with that face amount on it. That face amount will mean something to them in the future. So hopefully that helps with a way that you might be able to engage your clients. One of the most productive questions that I've seen from a producer group, actually this is a number of years ago, but I use this often. And when you're in conversation with your client, whether you're in a conversation with a young client, an older client, whatever the case might be, just ask them the question, are you happy with the rates of return on your CDs? And I've seen more money freed up this way because people want to talk about the fact that, you know what, my CDs are squandering in a nearly negative interest rate environment. That is a question that will get people having conversations with you. It could be positive, it could be negative, maybe you get, but at least you get a feel for how they feel about their CDs. There are reasons in the Texas Hill Country why there are banks popping up on every single street corner. If you go down into the shale where they're drilling where there's a lot of fracking happening, there's gas wells being put on properties that have been in families for years and years, and they're looking for a place to put these dollars. there are banks, brand new spot, shiny banks, and marble floors showing up in the hill country of Texas because people are walking in and depositing $100, $200, $300,000 in CDs because you know what? They just don't know any better. Their mom or dad did it. They just don't know any better. So again, to ask the question will help create opportunities for you. And if you can find the money, that your client has or is already spending, it's a simpler conversation to have about what you do or how you might be able to help them allocate those dollars and do better. Mortgage acceleration. Do you believe? Ask your clients a question. Do you believe in paying your home off early? What do you believe in the disposition of your home? How do you view that asset? Well, again, if Dave or Susie has any hold of them, perhaps they're paying an extra mortgage payment, they're paying 2 extra mortgage payments per year, or they're refinancing from a 30-year mortgage to a 15-year mortgage so they can pay the house off that much early. Well, what I would suggest is, you know what, if you believe in paying your home off early, what if I could show you a way to create access, leverage, and control of those dollars so that you control that. You control how much money goes in, you control how and when the money comes out, and you have access to it. And oh, by the way, if something happens along the way and you have to 2 of 6 ADLs become an appropriate conversation, long-term care benefit, the chronic care benefit would kick in and you'd have access to that as well. Would that be a conversation you'd like to have? And then just walk your way down the path. And certainly IMES and Sagicor, we can help you have those conversations. So again, when it comes to finding the money, that's what we're experts at. We can help you. We can help you talk to your clients because those, I'll tell you right now, those conversations, you don't want to lose an opportunity with a current client or a potential client because you weren't aware or because you didn't ask. Those are situations I hear about a lot, that persistency becomes an issue because I'm not asking the questions. So hopefully that provides a little insight on where we can be of assistance. A couple of final thoughts on a center of influence and a referral roster. This is something that I think that if you're not doing this by the end of the call today, I hope that you will and will take a thought or two about how to create that. What I've done in the past is taking each of my individual clients and made a roster. I want to know who the people are that are in their life, who their P&C agent is, who their tax professional is, if they work with a financial advisor, who that is. Take that roster. That's a way to help engage with your clients, but also to keep track of who the people are in their world that they look to for advice, that they turn to when they need help. And why is that important to you as an agent or an advisor? Well, if I have that roster in place, why couldn't I pick up the phone and talk with their tax professional and say, hey, Margaret, my name is Corey Martin. I have an insurance practice here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we have a client in common. XYZ is his or her name. I'd love to buy you a cup of coffee and see how we can potentially share additional clients moving forward. I think that's a powerful introduction for you and a way to expand your center of influence and your sphere of knowledge from the standpoint of that you've got that client in common and you have common goals. So again, another thought for you. And then those 6 life stages to look for when it comes to life insurance opportunities, because LIMRA will tell you that there are 6 distinct opportunities during your client's life that they'll turn to and look for and want to know more about life insurance sales opportunities. If you come across those, you won't know unless you ask. Again, what are those 6 life stages? Those 6 life stages are your clients get married or getting married. If they're getting married, they're oftentimes going to be looking for, I now that I've got these commitments, I've now got this life partner of mine. What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I turn for life insurance? So according to LIMRA and the Life Happens Institute, these are the 6 times that your clients are going to be looking for life insurance, whether online, they'll be searching for, they'll be wanting to engage somebody. And my challenge to you is to know each of your clients where or if they're undertaking these life stages. They've become a parent or they're about to become a parent. They've just bought a home. They've just changed jobs or opened a new business. They've just retired or are planning to retire, or they're newly single. During those 6 life stages, that will trigger your clients looking for and investigating, whether online or through their trusted advisor, that they are interested in potentially looking at life insurance as an opportunity or as an option. So I leave that with you today, as I hope I've stirred some creative juices within you. These are questions that are very simple to ask. We don't want you to feel intimidated. If you want to have a conversation with me, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. I'm very passionate about what we do here and the problems that we take care of and that we solve daily. And I'd love to have a continued conversation with you moving forward. So with that being said, Tony, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Here's some contact information for my internal, and for me specifically, I include my cell phone number. That is the best way to get in contact with me. But obviously, Tony is a great partner at IAMS, and we certainly appreciate your time and attention, and look forward to the opportunity to earn your business moving forward. So thanks so much for your time.
Corey, appreciate it. Let me switch this over to me again here. So we have a few minutes, so I wanted to see if there's any questions that you may have. Let's see. Okay. I got one question, Corey, in regards to slides from the webinar. Would that be available from your end or no?
Yeah, but my compliance team is not is not terribly happy about me sharing the content of these, because they're for agent only.
Okay.
Assumption. So if there's something that you want to see specifically, or perhaps there's a PDF that I've got that I can share with you relative to that, I'm happy to do that moving forward. No problem at all. If there's something specific that you'd like to talk about or see, chances are pretty good I've got a PDF file that I can share with you.
Okay. And then I will add to that is the webinar is recorded, and we do put it on our YouTube channel. So if you needed to listen to this, to see this again, you can reference that. Also, for those of you that are looking for additional information, I do follow up with everyone that has attended the webinar to see about what information that you needed. I provide that info to you along with the link to the recorded webinar. So I hope that answers that question. If you have additional questions, it's kind of a one-off, feel free to give me a call. Let's see, I've got another one. How are the commissions paid? And it's asking as earned. I'll answer that question there, Corey. That is as earned. Anything that is advanced through us has to be management approved. So if you have specific questions regarding that, again, I would suggest to give me a call, and then we can discuss that. see if there's any other questions. Okay. There is a contracting question, which I'm going to address to everybody here in a second. So sit tight on your contracting question. I'll answer that for you here in just a little bit. I think, Corey, that may be it. Hold on. Okay, got another one. Is there any product training available in Scottsdale?
I'm sorry, Tony. That I heard Scottsdale and I heard training. I broke up a little bit.
Is there any product training available in Scottsdale?
We do the product training here in the field. Mm-hmm. So I typically come to the agents directly. We do a lot of one-on-one training, just like this. We can do it, in a webinar format. We can do it one-on-one, whatever the case might be. But we keep we tend to keep the training more one-on-one, so you work directly with your sales teams.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and I've got a commission question here, and I'll reiterate, if there are specific commission questions that you have, I prefer to do that offline, so please give me a call here at 800-255-5055, and I'll be more than happy to share that information to you and send you a commission schedule. So. Okay, and with that, I have a couple additional polling questions. So that's it for the questions. First polling question that I have is, if you'd like to get more information regarding Sagicor, please go ahead and answer this, and I'll make sure to get that additional information out to you. Looks like there's a few people that would like more information, so that's always good. I'll leave this up for a few seconds more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this one down. And final question, which I'm going back to the contracting part. If you're looking to get appointed with Sagicor, I'm launching polling question here, and I'll make sure and get the appointment paperwork out to you. I'll leave this up for a few more seconds to make sure everybody has an opportunity to vote on that as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Okay, and with that, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy schedule, especially on a Monday morning, to attend the webinar. Corey, as always, appreciate what you bring to the table, not just in regards to product information, but also sales ideas and concepts. I think that's extremely important that we discuss that with agents on an ongoing basis to help them grow their business.
You bet. Now, I'm appreciative for the time, Tony. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So again, if you guys have any additional questions, feel free to give me a call. Number here is 800-255-5055. And I'm Tony Butler. I'm the Life Sales Director here. Or you can shoot me an email at tony@iamsinc, that's IAMSINC.com. Again, thank you everyone for attending the webinar. I want you guys to have a great week, and we'll talk to you next Monday. Thanks a lot.